Hi everyone, Ashish Kyal this side. Very warm welcome to Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul. And it is good to be coming here. I am going to talk about the concept of time and why timing the market is important if you are a trader. I am sure you might already been seeing the power of knowing that if the time is turning up, you are looking for buying opportunities. आज एक ऐसा ही दिन था जहां पर हमने देखा था कि यार मॉर्निंग में टाइम इज टर्निंग पॉजिटिव बट टाइम विथ प्राइस एक्शन इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट and we can see that after the time turned up in the morning around the time zone that we expected, prices continue to rally and throughout the day, so it worked out pretty well, right? So that's what is important for a trader. The most important aspect that you have to understand is the essence of time. And बहुत कम जन है जो टाइम के बारे में बात करते हैं दोस्तों, because I'm not sure this technique of timing the market is not widely known. लोगों को पता ही नहीं ऐसा कुछ होता भी है कि मार्केट को टाइम किया जा सकता है. And that's what I'm spreading the awareness about, that it is possible. You can time the market. In fact, you can time the market to the very hour also. That is also possible, and it works like magic. Especially for option traders, it is very crucial to ensure that you have to time it to a very very precise level. नहीं तो पैसा नहीं बनता. एक तो ऑप्शंस वैल्यू डिटोरिएट होती है, उसके बाद में मार्केट में आप सही टाइम पे एंटर नहीं कर पाओ, उसके बाद में रिवर्स हो जाते हैं, बहुत सारी चीजें होती है. So होता क्या है टाइम? Let me just explain it to you. What is Hurst time cycle? So JM Hurst was an aeronautical engineer, and he formulated the study of time cycle. He found that there are certain time factors which works on across physics and nature. So he said that why this concept of time will not work on stock market. So he started applying this concept of time and started applying that on stock market, and he came out with his own research on how you can identify a cycle and you can use that. So we call that study invented by JM Hurst as Hurst time cycles. Now it's one of the fabulous scientific approach of trading time, and it is very very important for everyone to understand this concept in a simple way. Now when I say that the time is turning on the upside, what does it mean? It means that prices are possibly should reverse and move on the upside because time is supportive. इसका क्या मतलब होता है? समझिए फॉर एग्जांपल, जैसे आज मैंने ट्वीट किया था कि यार 11 बजे के आसपास से प्राइस टाइम इज नाउ पॉजिटिव, which means that there is a possibility. I know I am going to look for buying opportunity around that period of 11 a.m. or maybe post that, because I know that prices can rally after that. Now, as soon as I get a candlestick confirmation, I am going to go long. So this candlestick or price action, I would rather say, because price action ke basis pe I would rather go long. So I'm clubbing both time and price together. तो कहते हैं ना कि दोस्तों भाव भगवान छे समय बलवान छे, तो दोनों को कंबाइन करना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है, दोनों को क्लब करना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. एंड टाइम पीरियड आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना होगा. अभी होता क्या, हर एक स्टॉक का, हर एक इंडेक्स का, फॉर एवरी सिंगल इंस्ट्रूमेंट दैट इज ट्रेडेड देयर इज अ स्पेसिफिक पीरियड ऑफ टाइम दैट वर्क्स फॉर इट. So for example, on Nifty there is a 55-day cycle that works, there is a 43-period cycle that works, which means that every 55 days there is a tendency of prices to go up. There is a normal phenomenon of prices to go up. Now why it functions, how it happens, I'll share a secret with you. If you look at everything that exists eventually is based out of time. We have 24 hours in a day, 365 days in a year. We have seasonality, which is every quarter the season changes. We have different aspects of time, and everything is governed by time. So time is supreme. There is no debate about it in nature. Similarly, so if there is something like this which exists, in fact a lunar cycle, हमने बात की थी, there is a Purnima and a lunar cycle which is there on Monday, and post that on Sunday, and post that we saw a positive gap up on Monday And that is now still continuing. Nifty is still positive, and that continued for 2 to 3 days. Now, there is a reason why this works. So there is a lunar cycle of 28 days. There is a solar cycle of 12.5 years. There is a decennial cycle. Every 10 years, things changes. So their decennial cycle, hum bolte hai. There is a presidential cycle, which is every 4 years, things changes. So everything essentially in nature is governed by time. And same thing also impacts stock market. और अगर आपने इस टाइम को सही तरीके से स्टडी किया, आइडेंटिफाई किया कि क्या एक रिदम है. See, it's a heartbeat of the market. I would rather say time is the heartbeat of the market. If you understand the rhythm of the heartbeat, you will be able to know what is going to happen next. That's what we are trying to understand. तो हमारा एक मास्टर ऑफ साइकिल्स का ट्रेनिंग है 24th and 25th of June. So what I'm trying, we are going to look at these aspects of time cycle in much more detailed fashion. And ये कोई haphazard नहीं है. मतलब, see, I'm an engineer. When someone told me a lunar cycle and stock market, I was like, are you kidding me? But when I saw the interaction, when I started looking at the way the markets behave basis of these time cycles, I was shocked. I mean, how is it possible? If you go back, plot a lunar cycle yourself and check over the past 1 year, 2 year time frame period and see what has happened in the market post Amavasya or Purnima, you will be shocked. You don't really need me. You can implement it yourself and go and check that there is something which changes after that. And is it quantifiable? Quantifiable मतलब क्या ये tradable है? क्या हम इसके basis पे कुछ कर सकते हैं? Absolutely yes. Because if you know that a trend change is going to happen post a lunar cycle, you wait for a price confirmation. और अगर आपको साथ में price confirmation भी मिल गया, now you have a confluence of price and time. तो जो confluence of price and time है, वहां पर जो conviction आपको मिलेगा, वो conviction आपको कोई भी method के साथ नहीं मिलता है. And that's what I am doing. I am combining actually wave theory, Elliott waves and neo waves with time cycles. But time cycle alone can independently be used as a complete trading system. For the very first time, I am going to club across KST indicator. KST is a no sure thing. It's a summation of ROC indicator. और ये indicator derive होता है time cycle से. कि basis of time cycle, the summation of that is taken. So the entire underlying principle is time cycle. So that is derived out of KST. Plus Ichimoku indicator. Ichimoku mein, if you know Ichimoku indicator to some extent, you might understand that we shift the Ichimoku cloud in the future. That is nothing but an FLD ka concept, jo time cycle ka hai. To make it simple in layman's language, for the very first time, on 24th, 25th June Master of Cycles, I am going to club together KST indicator along with Ichimoku cloud and derive a trade setup basis of time. है ना? बहुत interesting चीज है दोस्तों ये. If you apply RSI, I'm asking you, how many of you trade RSI? What is the parameter that you put in RSI? Let me look at the answers. The parameter that you put is default parameter. What is that number of default parameter that you put? It's 14. 14 is half the period of 28-day cycle. Do you know that? 28 days is a lunar cycle. Do you know that? Which means that for any parameter that you put in an indicator, that should be half or 1/4 of the time cycle. So the 14 period RSI works very well in your chart, not because that 14 is randomly assigned. In fact, that 14 is parameter which is half of the lunar cycle. Lunar cycle is 28 days, इसलिए 14 period RSI चलता है. I'm telling you, every single parameter that you use has a scientific reason behind it. It's not random. It is derived out of time. Essentially, entire technical analysis study that you are using right now, the way you are using it, is derived out of the concept of time. Because if you look at Ichimoku cloud, if you look at parameters of RSI, if you look at MACD, if you look at FLDs, every single thing is derived out of time. every single thing derived as in the parameter is derived out of time. Essentially prices के ऊपर अगर आप कुछ भी डेरिवेटिव बना रहे उसका पैरामीटर टाइम से आप यूज कर रहे, your way of trading can be phenomenal difference than what you are doing in the earlier ways. I am telling you, आपको कुछ चेंज नहीं करना है. अगर आप टाइम के बारे में समझ गए हो या आपको पता है यार 55 डेज का टाइम साइकिल निफ्टी पे चलता है, you just have to go and then essentially place all your parameters around that 55 का half, 55 का 1/4, 55 का 1/8 and derive the parameters and look at your trading way of looking at things will change. Problem is majority of the people are using default parameter without even knowing वो parameter आया कैसे. So I'm going to teach you essentially in the Master of Cycles, which is going to happen on 24th and 25th of June, why this parameter of 14 should work. How do you select a parameter for an FLD? FLD का मतलब होता है future line of demarcation. This is essentially a concept of Hurst time cycle. इसके अंदर हम क्या देखते हैं? इसके अंदर हम देखते हैं कि कैसे हमने FLD के बेसिस पे प्राइस का टारगेट डिराइव किया. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मैं आपको एक इंडिकेटर दे दूं जिसके इंटरसेक्शन पे आपको पता रहेगा कि प्राइस यहां पर अगर इंटरसेक्शन हुआ है तो मेरा टारगेट कितना होगा, वो है FLD. तो बहुत ही अमेजिंग वे है. वो एक टाइम इंडिकेटर है लेकिन प्राइस टारगेट देता है. आपको पता था कभी कि आप टाइम साइकिल्स के बेसिस पे प्राइस का टारगेट भी डिराइव कर सकते हो? है ना सोचने वाली बात. Again, one more thing I would like to repeat. If everything is governed by time, why does lunar cycle works? Because lunar cycle is essentially resulting into the movement, upward movement of water body on the planet. And you can see that very phenomenon on Purnima ya Amavasya. You can see that our human body is made up of more than 70% of water. What makes you think lunar cycle will not affect our entire energy system and our thought process? It does have impact on every single creature on the planet. It's just that we are not completely aware about it. A classic example I keep giving about it is the female body. The women body is following a 28 period of time cycle. Every 28 period, if their body is not governed by the lunar cycle, we will not exist on this planet. Do you agree with me on that? If you agree with me on that, can I not say that something such a phenomenon which is there, which is experiencing and every one of us is witnessing it, but we never try to think in that direction कि यार it can also be impacting stock market. हमने उस direction में सोचा ही नहीं. See, I'm not an astrologer. I do not know anything about planetary motion. I simply know it works. I know that how and why you have to apply this concept of time on stock market. And there is a book written by JM Hurst on Hurst time cycles, which I'm going to teach you in the way it works for Indian stock market on 24th and 25th of June. So the Master of Cycles program, I want to talk about that now. The Master of Cycles program is going to be a 2-day program. It's starting at 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. And before that program, I'm going to give you a pre-session video, which will essentially explain on how to plot a time cycle. Period कैसे derive करना है वो हम 2 दिन में करेंगे. Can you trade post that 2 days from the 3rd day onward? The answer is absolutely yes. Because the concept of time cycle is not as complicated as other techniques. It is much easier to understand. But time is dynamic. Okay, always remember that time as a phenomena is a dynamic concept. It's not just an easy concept. इसको हम objective बनाने के लिए we use 2 time driven indicators, which is Ichimoku cloud and KST indicator. These both indicators are derived purely out of time parameters, and वो हम साथ में trade setup के लिए use करेंगे. So I'm going to give you a clear cut 3 trade setups which you can use whether you are an option buyer or whether you are a option seller. बल्कि अगर आप option sell करना चाहते हो to generate that passive source of income every month, every week, this concept of time is one of the best because I've been using it for trading. I know how to apply this. In this concept of time, if you are knowing that, for today example, I knew that today is a buyer's day. Today is going to be a positive day. But market में prices sideways है, कुछ हो नहीं रहा. I can still go and sell an option, a put option, because मुझे पता है कि यार आज अगर buyer's day है, लेकिन market में momentum नहीं बन रहा है, can I not form option strategy? I can still form an option strategy. If I know tomorrow it's the momentum day, मतलब market में momentum आना चाहिए, और price action जैसे ही confirm हुआ, can I not buy options then? So basis of time, my conviction, my way of looking at the market is very different than I was looking at it before. So I will be honest with you. I have been practicing technical analysis for maybe more than 15, 17 years now. I've been trading for 2 decades now. I started learning about various aspects of trading right from how everyone learns from Google, then realized I was losing money. Then I started building up myself on various aspects. I started building up on Elliott waves, Neo waves. I clubbed it along with time. And then I realized that, यार अगर time का जो ingredient है, वो अगर miss होता है, तो accuracy takes a hit. Can I trade without time? Of course, I'm sure many of you are already doing it. But what if something like this is existing? और आपको ये चीज पता नहीं है, और अगर इसे सीख के आपकी एक्यूरेसी कैन गो टू अ डिफरेंट लेवल, जो आज तक आप सोच रहे थे यार सही पकड़ा है ट्रेंड, लेकिन थोड़ा सा अगर जल्दी पकड़ते तो बात ही कुछ और होती. ऐसा होता है बहुत बार, यार मूवमेंट तो सही था, ट्रेंड सही था, व्यू सही था, लेकिन चुक गए 1 घंटे से, बिकॉज यू डिडंट हैड दैट कन्विक्शन टू पुल द ट्रिगर. टाइम वाज नॉट फेवरिंग. Even so, time cycle is essentially used to catch those lows. Time cycle hota kya hai? Every period, say for example, if I am applying on a 15-minute chart, yeah, 5-minute chart for intraday trading, I know that for every specific period, maybe 43 period ke baad mein, there is going to be an upward movement of prices possible. Now, after that 43 period, I am keeping a close watch on prices. As soon as I start seeing an upward movement, I can buy, keeping the low as a stop loss. Like it happened today. 18,530 to 18,540 has been mentioned as the support of the price in my tweet in the morning. As soon as prices started showing some positive traction from there on a smaller time frame chart, you created long position. Why? Because at that time of 11 a.m., the prices and time were getting synchronized. So price time synchronization इसे कहते हैं, और दोनों को क्लब करके ट्रेड करने का मजा कुछ और ही है, बिकॉज देन यू हैव दैट मच नीडेड कन्विक्शन. इट वर्क्स, एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू दोस्तों, ये कोई रैंडम नहीं है. इट्स अ साइंटिफिक वे इन विच मार्केट बिहेव्स एंड इट वर्क्स. आई एम टेलिंग यू, दिस विल ट्रांसफॉर्म द वे यू एवर ट्रेड द मार्केट, बिकॉज वंस यू नो द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ टाइम and you know how to apply it correctly, you can trade it exceptionally well. But you should know how to apply the concept correctly. That's the key. That's why we take this time off in Master of Cycles, where I give you this scientific approach on how to club it together, and then you start applying it, and then you are able to see the difference in your trading career. So that's what I wanted to talk about. So what are we going to do? This program on 24th, 25th is also going to be recorded for people who might attend and might miss out also. We are going to record this session and give it across for 15 days to each one of you, so that you can go through this concept and apply. Iske alawa, I am also going to cover Gann square of 9, because Gann levels ko dekh ke, प्राइस को देखे अगर आपने साथ में ट्रेड किया टाइम के साथ, इट्स अ डिफरेंट लेवल ऑल टुगेदर. इफ यू नो, आई हैव बीन टॉकिंग अबाउट 18,293 as one of the Gann square of 9 levels. I am talking about 18,838 as another Gann square of 9 level. I talked about 17,756 as one of the Gann square of 9 levels. Go back and check on the charts yourself why these levels has worked like magic. निफ्टी का जो लाइफ टाइम हाई बना हुआ है, कहां पर है वो 18,880 के पास में, जो कि 18,838 Gann square of 9 levels के पास में. So these levels work well. So we are going to be looking at what all aspects on 24th, 25th June in Master of Cycles program is about combining Hurst time cycle. That's first. I club it along with KST indicator with Ichimoku cloud. For the very first time, I'm clubbing these two indicators with time cycle together. And then we are going to be clubbing that across with Gann square of 9. एंड साथ में एक पूरा ट्रेडिंग सिस्टम बनाएंगे. और दोस्तों एक चीज मैं बोलता हूं आपको, वेरी क्रूशियल, दिस इज नॉट 100% फुल प्रूफ. स्टॉप लॉस होता है, इट्स एक्यूरेसी. इवन इफ यू गेट 70, 80, 90% ऑफ द एक्यूरेसी, you lose 10, 15, 20% of the time. That's a fair game. Because someone who is saying यार 100% चलता है, short ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. No, it doesn't work that way. It works, but you need to have a stop loss in place. तो कहां पर stop loss लगाना है, कहां पर buy करना है, कहां momentum generate हो सकता है, you will be able to do it yourself. I'm not saying that I will do it. I'm saying that my aim and vision is to make you empowered, and you will be able to do it. Trust me on that. Now, for people who might not be aware about me, I'm a chartered market technician. I did CMT way back in 2007. I've authored a book. ये book आप देख रहे हैं. I've authored this book, published worldwide in October 2020, post-pandemic. I worked with Lehman Brothers, lost my job there, and I realized यार life में parallel source of income होना जरूरी है, because job है कभी भी जा सकता है. Then I also been speaking at NISM, NIBM, IIMs. I'm going to speak next week at FIRES. I'm going to be speaking at Society of Technical Analysts in London. I was addressing China Investment Forum, Bogu. So I have been talking about the concept of time and wave theory, all of these places. And सोचो ना यार, अगर दुनिया सीख रही है तो आप क्यों नहीं सीख सकते हो? So the point I'm trying to make is, be a part of this wonderful journey along with me, which we call as time trading. In fact, हमारा जो mentorship program है, we call it mentorship on timing the market, because I'm telling you, it is the way of looking at the market. And I don't know how many of people have come across someone who talks about time with such a high conviction. In fact, मेरे जो interviews होते हैं CNBC पे, काफी बार, आज भी आपने देखा होगा, कल देखा होगा, I have been talking even about time on many of the occasions. I say that the second half is looking bullish because the time is turning up. Now, who will entertain you if you do not have a scientific base around it of talking how the time works? And ऐसा नहीं है, investment के लिए, if investment के लिए आपको use करना है, you can do that, because if you know there is a cycle of 85 weeks. I've been talking about June 2023 for almost 1.5 years now, and it worked well. In fact, in 2013, Sensex, when it was around 18,000 level, I was able to talk that Sensex will touch 61,000 in 7 to 8 years of time. And Sensex touched October 2021, 61,000 level. It worked like magic. So I'm trying to tell you that, dosto, it works, and you have to apply it correctly. And it works like magic. Are you with me for this wonderful program on Master of Cycles? Now, how to enroll this for 24th, 25th June? The pricing for this program is 22,000. If you are registering today, I'm going to give you 5 bonus videos. Plus, I'm going to share across the pre-session video on how to plot these time cycles. Plus, on that day, when we do MOC, I'm going to share across an Excel sheet with you, which will have time cycles for Nifty, Bank Nifty, few of the stocks for crude oil, gold, and I'm going to share that across predefined time cycles in an Excel sheet. So you don't really have to derive if you don't want to derive. But अगर आपको खुद के स्टॉक के लिए derive करना है, I'm going to empower you with that. This is going to be online event which is going to happen, and you will be getting it. So if you register for this program today, you are going to get immediate access to this wonderful way of looking at time pre-session video that I'm going to release for people who are registering early this time. I'm going to give you access to the 5 bonus videos which you can start looking at it right now. I'm going to ensure that you are on the path to become #time traders. That's what is very, very important, and you need to know it works. साथ ही में, how do you register? The link is shared across by my colleague. You can simply click on that link and you will be directed to this page. I'm just going to share across the page. You can register there. If you are looking for Master of Cycles or mentorship, so if you are a part of mentorship, then you are upcoming mentorship, you are by default going to be a part of this 24th and 25th of June also. So let me just share across the link very quickly with you all. And meanwhile, I would also be like to know that how many of you want to become time traders? कि आपने अगर follow किया है मेरा YouTube channel, Twitter channel, where I've been sharing across these, I'm telling you, you will be able to do it for yourself. So let me just very quickly share across the screen. You can register yourself. I can see so many of you want to be the time traders. So यहाँ पर जाना है. You can register yourself here. And यहाँ पर you have to completely understand that we will be looking at this scientific approach in a very step-by-step fashion. You don't have to worry about it. And for the very first time, as I said, we'll be clubbing Ichimoku cloud with KST indicator and time cycle, all of those 3 things, techniques together. If you do not register now, you will not be able to get the bonuses that I'm talking about. You will also be receiving 1 month of free nifty research report along with it. चलिए, तो वो bonus videos, 5 bonus videos, nifty research report, pre-session videos, all of those things you will get it now. What is the structure? You get a pre-session video, you attend the live session on 24th, 25th. Post that, you are also going to be, there will be a follow-up session that is going to happen. You will be able to post your queries, doubts on the traders forum. We'll be interacting that. All of those things is going to happen. If you are a part of mentorship on timing the market, then you don't have to worry at all. Then every single step-by-step approach, right from risk management to money management, how to go about looking at the wave theory to time cycles, will be a part of that mentorship program. This program is going to be in Hindi and English combined together. तो अगर आपको ये वेबिनार समझ में आ रहा है तो वो भी समझ में आएगा, that is for sure. तो it's a club, it's a mixture of both Hindi and English. So English जिसे हम कहते हैं दोस्तों, तो you can be register for that. Okay, I'm going to take a very quick poll just to understand about it and whether you want to be a part of this wonderful journey with me. And I'll be taking on questions. What are the questions that you might have? I'll be more than happy to answer. लेकिन दोस्तों एक चीज है, करना है तो साथ में करेंगे और आज करेंगे, जिसके कारण क्या होगा कि आप मार्केट में लॉस ना करो और साथ में एक मेथड, एक सेटअप जो चलता है वो मैं आपको, as I said, I'm going to give you across, which you can apply whether you are an intraday trader, whether you are an options trader, or whether you are a positional investor. All of these people can use it. No prior knowledge required. So लोगों को लगता है यार ये सीखने के लिए मुझे basic technicals तो पता होना चाहिए. No. Time is a very different concept. It is independent to every other concept that you might have learned across. What I am asking from you, you don't give away. जो आपने सीखा हुआ है उसे छोड़ना नहीं है, उसे accurate बनाना है. और अगर आपने कुछ नहीं सीखा है तो ये सिस्टम जो मैं आपको दूंगा उसे यूज करना है. So all of those things, I'm going to do that. Over here, I'm going to now take on few questions that you might have. Can a 28-day cycle work for intraday? नहीं. 28-day cycle intraday पे काम नहीं करेगा. Intraday के पैरामीटर्स और टाइम पीरियड अलग होते जो हम साथ में डिराइव करेंगे 24-25 जून को. सो कौन से पैरामीटर है? गोल्ड पे क्या चलता है? गोल्ड पे 51 साइकिल है, क्रूड ऑयल 115 डेज का साइकिल है, निफ्टी पे 55 डेज का साइकिल है, 85 वीक का साइकिल है, टाटा मोटर्स पे कौन सा टाइम साइकिल चल रहा है, रिलायंस पे क्या चल रहा है, बजाज फाइनेंस पे क्या चल रहा है. ये सारे स्टॉक्स जो आप देखते हैं वो टाइम पे टर्न होते हुए जब आप देखेंगे तो मजा कुछ अलग ही होता है दोस्तों. सो वी विल बी डिराइविंग इट टुगेदर एज आई सेड फॉर कमोडिटी फॉर फॉरेक्स वी आर गोइंग टू डू दैट एंड वी विल बी डिराइविंग इट साथ में. सो यहाँ पर अभी एक और क्वेश्चन है सर, if I am registering for the Master of Cycles program, will I know how to trade from next day? इंटेंशन तो वही है ना. तो मतलब आपको नेक्स्ट डे से ट्रेड लेना है, वो आप ले सकते हो. कैसे करना है वो मैं आपको बताऊंगा. It is possible to do that. Okay, is it clear? There is another question from Vishal, sir. I'm a fresher. Will I be able to learn it? Yes, of course. It does not matter. See, the best part about time is that if you are learning this concept for the very first time, the only thing, no software required. Trading view पे हम use करेंगे, वहां आप time cycle free plot कर सकते हो. I'm going to teach you that, but you should just be aware about कि यार price को plot कैसे किया. मतलब direct आ जाता है. Basic indicators. In fact, I'm also going to derive clearly कि यार मूविंग एवरेज का पैरामीटर क्या होना चाहिए टाइम साइकिल के बेसिस पे. यू नो, बेसिस ऑफ टाइम साइकिल यू कैन डिराइव मूविंग एवरेज पैरामीटर, एमएसीडी का पैरामीटर. वी विल फॉर्म आवर ओन इंडिकेटर जो आप यूज कर सकते हो. आवर ओन इंडिकेटर इफ यू वांट you can use basis of that. Okay, it's going to be simply phenomenal. And there is another question. So there are many questions that are popping up, so just pardon me for that. Nifty ka time cycle is 43 always. Yes, so once you derive, it's a 15 minutes time frame पे 43 का cycle है. उसको शुरुआत कहाँ से करना है वो सारी चीजें हम देखेंगे. एंड दोस्तों, आपको लगता होगा यार इवेंट के कारण मार्केट मूव होता है. नो, market moves because it has to move. I'm telling you, COVID cases were rising when the market rallied in March 24th से 2020 से rise होना चालू हुआ. The COVID cases were rising, but the market continued to rally. So market will do what it has to do. You don't really have to worry about that. And Bank Nifty cycles, when and how to draw it, I'm going to club all of those things together. So don't worry about it. Ensure you take the step forward. Register for this event online. You can pay online through credit cards also, and you are going to be amazed. You are going to be amazed. So many of the people have become time traders. Why not you? That's the question I'm asking. So people on YouTube, if you are here with me, I'm just sharing across the link on how to register for this wonderful journey and wonderful event on trading time cycles, and it will change the very way you ever see the market. That is my commitment to you all. It will change the very way you ever see the market. Okay, so I'm just taking a last few questions more here. Okay, I can see Murari Lal has registered for the MOC program. Thank you, Murari Lal, for getting on board. Over here, you will be getting access. I'll again repeat what all access. 5 bonus videos, pre-session video, 1 month of Nifty research report. That's the bonus. If you're registering today, you will get that. Tomorrow, no way. And plus the early bird pricing that you are getting right now. Plus, along with this, you will be getting access to those things. These bonus videos, what are these 5 bonus videos? These are small videos, which is essentially important for people who are looking forward to understand and look at the market in a different way. So, ये bonus videos में आपको वो चीजें मिलेगी जो आपने कहीं पढ़ी नहीं होगी. But essentially about a trend line, about a balling of bands, how to look at a simple price action. वो सारी चीजों के बारे में, so that we will club that learning that you get from these bonus videos along with this. And these bonus videos are going to be with you for lifetime, not just one time. That bonus videos are with you for lifetime. Okay, I can see that Shweta has registered for the MOC program. Fantastic, Shweta. Great to get you also on board. And it's amazing. Can the videos be Elliott wave theory, Neo wave and Hurst time cycle? आपने जो कॉन्सेप्ट्स की बात की है वो एक कॉन्सेप्ट को समझाने के लिए मुझे 10-12 घंटे चाहिए. So that's how I'm going to do that. So you really have to understand. I can share across Elliott wave videos, but उसमें आपको समझेगा ही नहीं. So that's the problem, because it requires some time for me to explain it to you. But trust me, this will be amazing once you get on board. Okay, I'll take one final question. across. Is there a program combining all of these things together? Yes, that's a mentorship program which combines Neo Wave, which combines Elliott Wave, which combines Hurst time cycles and risk management, money management. How do we create an algo? How do we trade using everything with a private Telegram group access? All of those things happens in mentorship program, Anshuman. So that can give you the much needed way of if that works for you. So I'm telling you, whatever works for you, whatever you think you require to do, you take that step forward, but learn in a scientific way. क्या आप खुद से कर सकते हो ये चीज? Of course, but that will require perseverance and persistent. You have to try this out multiple times, and then you will be able to apply it correctly, especially with Indian markets, how to apply it on Indian stocks. That's what I've been doing and researching, and I'm ready to share it across with every one of you. Matthews, is it right? Okay, so sorry, I'm checking. You don't have to worry. Can you just drop your number over here? My colleague will call you and help you out with the registration. So don't worry on that at all. Mohit, can you drop your number? Fantastic, guys. I think I have taken your time. Thank you very much for joining in. I'm going to see you for this amazing journey together of becoming and creating time traders. It's an amazing experience. So many of our people are already onboarded, but remember, we have limited seats. We do not want to exceed because I want to answer every single one of your questions so that I will be able to respond to you during the 2 days of live program. Even if you miss it, do not worry. You will get the recordings later on. There will be a follow-up session later on where you will be answered with all the queries and doubts that you might have. For now, Ashish Kyal signing off. See you soon for this amazing journey on Master of Cycles. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful time.